I lost 70 pounds at 25 and I've kept it off for 8 years. And I've made every mistake on the way there. Some of them more than once. Here are the 5 that cost me most in time so you don't have to waste yours finding them out yourself. The last being the one that most don't ever fix. Mistake 1, tracking weekdays but not weekends. For the first year of trying to lose weight, I genuinely thought I was tracking my calories. I was not. I was tracking Monday to Friday, every meal logged, every number hit. I was meticulous and I felt great about myself. Then the weekend happened and I just stopped. I didn't log anything and I told myself I'd be sensible. I was not being sensible. I was easing back everything I'd saved across the week without a single clue that I was doing it. The scale barely moved for months. I thought my body was broken. Of course, it wasn't broken. I was just lying to myself with a calorie tracker. Tracking only works if it's honest. Half a week of data is not tracking. It's a story you're telling yourself about what a good week looks like. If it's not all 7 days, don't bother. Mistake 2, cheat days. Closely related to mistake 1, but probably worse. We've all seen The Rock's famous cheat days, the stack of pancakes taller than a small human. And he is in great shape, so surely I can do the same. And of course, it did actually sound pretty damn good. Work hard all week, earn a full day off on Saturday, and then reset on Monday. Simple. But here's a maths that nobody told me. A 500 calorie daily deficit across 5 weekdays is 2,500 calories saved. That's some pretty damn good progress. One cheat day, let's say a Domino's Friday night, a few beers, Saturday morning fry up, sort the hangover, and of course a roast on Sunday because, well, it's tradition. That's easily 3,000 calories over your target in just 2 days. Now you just wiped out your entire week's deficit and then some. I did this for months, absolutely hammering it Monday, Friday, and I couldn't understand why nothing was changing. There's no such thing as a cheat day. There's your weekly calorie budget and then you can spend it however you like. A couple of nice meals, a few beers, whatever. But you're always spending it. The budget doesn't just disappear because it's Saturday. Mistake 3, doing cardio instead of just moving more. I thought the gym was the answer. Fasted cardio every morning. Cardio finishes after every session. It was bloody tough and I felt virtuous for doing it. Then I'd sit at a desk for 9 hours, eat lunch without leaving my chair, and sit on the sofa in the evening. The thing is, I'm in the gym for what? 1 hour? And there are 23 others. Someone with an active job who never sets foot in a gym can be burning 500 more calories a day than someone doing 5 sessions a week who just sits down the rest of the time. And that was me. Optimizing the 1 hour and completely ignoring the other 23. The solution wasn't more cardio. It was just moving more. So walking, steps, getting away from the desk at lunch, pacing on calls. It kind of sounds too boring and simple, but trust me, it's effective. And I wish I'd known it sooner. Mistake 4, not actually committing. For the first year or so, I was kind of dieting, but not really. No specific target, no deadline, no real stakes attached to any of it, just vaguely trying to be healthier. Vaguely trying produces mediocre results, which meant hovering around the same weight, having good weeks and bad weeks, and not actually getting anywhere. What changed was picking a specific number and specific date and actually caring whether I got there. That sounds obvious, but it took me way too long to figure that out. It turns out just wanting to lose weight is not sufficient to actually get decent results. And the final mistake, mistake number 5, is not putting any real pressure on myself. This is the big one and one I see all too often. I've been trying to lose weight on and off for a couple of years, making some progress and then going backwards and starting again. Never quite getting to that look I really wanted. What finally made it stick was booking a photo shoot. Yes, an actual photographer with an actual date in the diary, with my top off, evidence that would exist permanently, which terrified me. Someone who had avoided the camera and felt self-conscious with top of all his life. But the moment I booked it, everything changed. It was not abstract anymore. There was a date, there were stakes. I wasn't doing it for some vague future version of myself. I was doing it for a Saturday, 16 weeks down the line. It was very real and very terrifying. Guess what? I lost the weight and got in the best shape of my life. The photos looked incredible and I couldn't have been happier. Plus, the skills and habits I learned along the way, the whole system I built, the tracking, the movement, the structure, they didn't just disappear afterwards. That was 8 years ago and I've actually gone on to do 2 more photo shoots. You see, motivation is fine for getting started. But if you want to get better than average results, it is the pressure that keeps you honest. Find something with real stakes. A photo shoot, ideally, a holiday, a bet with a mate, something that makes it real. So there you have it, my 5 biggest mistakes. All of them are fixable and not super complicated to do. If I'd known this all at 25, I would have achieved my dream physique in probably half the time. But lucky for you, you don't need to make the same mistakes. If you want the full system, like everything I actually do to stay in shape without it taking over my life, I've got a free fat loss guide for millennials. The link is in the description. And of course, if this was useful, please subscribe. I do this every week. Cheers then, all the best.